My mother-in-law always cooks for us, so tonight I decided to give her a break, take over the kitchen, and make this 6-hour chuck roast. I had a lot of people to feed, so I went with an 8-pound chuck roast from Whole Foods, seasoned with salt, pepper, and a ton of minced garlic, and then let it sit in my fridge for about an hour before taking it out and slicing it into smaller chunks. Then the next step was to get these seared on all sides. I got a large Dutch oven out, turned it on to medium heat, added some olive oil and butter, and then quickly seared these on each side, getting some nice golden brown colors, and then doing this a few more times until each of the pieces were nice and seared. And then added all the pieces back into the pot, filling it up with some beef broth along with half a bottle of red wine. Then just made sure that all the meat was fully submerged in liquid before throwing on the lid and then throwing this into the oven to slow cook for about 6 hours. So at this point I had a lot of time, so I made a horseradish cream sauce with some chives, mayo, 2 kinds of horseradish, some sour cream, apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, and a little bit of this dust seasoning. Give this all a good mix and a taste try, and then threw this into my fridge to cool before dinner. Once the chuck roast was done, it was time to make an au jus. In a small pot, I took some of the beef drippings, added a little bit more beef broth along with some red wine, and then some Worcestershire sauce. I still don't think I'm pronouncing that word correctly. Anyways, one of the final steps was to shred up the beef and then get some bread out, slice it in half, and then toast it in the oven with some butter. Then the final step was to assemble the sandwiches. Horseradish sauce on the bottom, beef in the middle, more horseradish on top, and then a little bit of giardiniera followed by the top bun, and this was ready to dip in that au jus. If you've never tried this sandwich, I highly recommend you give it a try because the flavors are unreal. Full recipes in the caption below, so save it for later and follow for more.